Hello, hello, hello. Crafty Kris here at Paper Crafters Workshop, and I'm here to announce two more access only classes for watercolor painting. So, if you remember, access only classes are for you to use up your stash. They are step by step classes, so you will learn the different techniques. If you think back to October, some of you have taken class number 1 where we did a painted lily. Don't mind my what do you call it, photocopy of my image. I actually used the card, so I don't have the real card to show you. But we worked on a watercolor lily, and we created our graph with our 8 different techniques using our watercolor pencils. So our second class is next steps. We will have, I think, 6 different techniques that we're going to be adding to this. Now, if you haven't taken this class and you don't have a graph, don't worry about it, because all that information will be in this class for you to build your graph and move from class 2 on. I do encourage you, if you're planning to take several classes, to go back and perhaps take class number 1. It's a beautiful class. We had a lot of fun and the results were fantastic. And as I said, it's step by step, so it's very easy to work with. So getting back to class number 2. So class number 2 is a techniques class, and we'll fill in our chart for that class. And we are going to be working on doing a bokeh background. So it's a focus on different kinds of backgrounds. This is our end result piece where we're doing daisies on a bokeh background. Again, like in the original, you will have your PDF so that you can trace those flowers. That's what makes this class so easy. And I'll show you different backgrounds you can use. Now, I use the bokeh background, but you're welcome to use whatever other backgrounds are in the class to create your finished work. Then class number 3, I guess it is.
Before you go on, just talk about the date.
Oh, yes.
In a Facebook class, Facebook group.
Okay, and I forgot to put the dates, but I think I remember. The Daisy class is on March 6th. It's a Thursday night at 7 o'clock, and it's a 2-hour class. There will be time for practice and then also time to work on your work. There will be a Facebook group where you'll share the work that you're doing. And I hope you don't just do one piece and then leave it at that. I noticed in our Lily group, we had multiple pieces. So people were playing with color and playing with the different techniques. And that's what we really like to see. Moving to class number 2. We are going to be working on freehand floral drawing. So in the case of the first 2 classes, just to get some muscle memory happening, you had a PDF where we traced the image onto the background for both of these classes, and that made it easier for us to focus on shading and background and all of those pieces. So by the time you've done the 2 classes, you'll have that feeling. So you'll recognize that muscle memory. And then we're going to move to freehand. So you'll no longer get the tracing piece, but trust me, the 5 techniques that I have for doing the poppy is the focus, for doing the poppy flower. The 5 techniques are so super easy to use. So this one is one of the techniques that we're using. You'll be focusing on making poppies, and then it's a 2-part class. So the first class is focused on practicing those freehand flowers, because we know the freehand flowers are a slight bit more challenging than photocopied ones, but not that much more challenging. You just need to use your brush a bit differently. And then the second half, we're going to be focusing on all the different types of leaves and stems and things that we can add to flowers. So the techniques you're learning in a poppy class, you can apply to any flower petal. So it's just a matter of the shape of the petal that changes the flower. That's it. All the techniques are the same. And here is a variety of leaves that we're going to be learning to make, so that when we're done, we can have a finished poppy image. Now, I just want to point out that I picked the wrong color for splatter, and I didn't practice my splatter before I went to my page, which is not a good idea. But in terms of what you're going to be creating, you will have a finished poppy piece at the end of these two classes. And all these leaf techniques and all these watercolor floral freehand techniques you can apply to any leaf, any stem, any flower that you want to create. This class is a two-part. It's the first class for the poppy, making the poppies, is on April 17th at 7 p.m. The second one is a week later on the 24th, April 24th at 7 p.m. The reason we're giving you that week is we want you to get to a place where you end up with a poppy that you really love, so that when we get our second set and all the leaves and everything practiced, we can add those to our finished project. And don't be afraid to make extras. Like, you have plenty of watercolor paper in your stash. And if you don't, we have it here at the Paper Crafter store. And you can make multiple versions of it. You can work small, you can work larger. It's all up to you. So all projects, including class 1, are sized to be easily used as card fronts, journal pages, or covers, and added, after fussy cutting, of course, to your album pages. Just imagine how beautiful those pages and those cards are going to look. And I think that's the information that I need to give you. I gave you the date. I gave you a quick look at what we are doing. Any pencil crayons will do. I give in the actual icon online, when you're signing up, there's a list of what materials you need. Anything you don't have, we have here. I also have suggestions of what you could use if you can't find something. And there's lots of bonus content, especially in the last 2 classes in the Facebook group. So I encourage you to start at class 1 if you haven't taken it. And I hope to see you next month. Don't forget to register on the website under classes. As soon as you go to the website, you'll see a link that says classes, and all the information is there. Thank you for coming. Bye.